Previously on Industry.
Where's your pants? I don't know, where are your pants?
That relationship is amazing to watch. It's amazing to see how much she cares for him and how much he cares for her. I mean, he's just a little guy, but he still looks out for his mom.
It's hard. I hate being away from him for too long because I feel like, you know, I miss out on some things.
To see your face once more. I guess I missed you. Oh.
Like, I know in my heart of hearts I'm a good mom.
Being here at the McGuires is like the coolest thing.
They are one of the sort of pillars of the world of action sports.
They're all daredevils.
You're a race car driver.
So don't get in this thing and try to dare it.
And he made the Olympic team both in Nordic and Alpine.
It's all like you guys having fun. Is anybody going to roll it out and crank them up?
You can always run, but you can't always get away. As the setting sun just comes another day. And I can tell night, but there's nothing left to say. Oh, I don't know what I came back for. To see your face once more. Guess I missed you.
You got to look forward to enjoy and be never critical. Never try to second guess the other guy. Play your game straight.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing in the world to do sometimes because it takes every bit of effort you got to keep going.
Are you getting hassled about the flip from all these athletes as much as I am?
I think you are more than me.
If you didn't have such a big year, you probably would too.
I'm Dan McGranahan, CEO of Icon One Agency. We manage the top athletes in action sports. This is my world. This is my industry.
No one hands it to you. It's gotta be earned to cross the finish line. Yeah, I gotta be first. This is my world, my industry. This is my world, my industry.
So I'm really excited that everyone that made it up here was able to make it up here. And it's been really cool for Maile and I to watch all you guys interact and really kind of mesh. I know everybody's had a bunch of ups and downs over the year. And I think the ups have far outweighed the downs. And I think next year the ups are also gonna far outweigh the downs.
The purpose of the Icon One dinner tonight is to give Dan and myself an opportunity to sit everybody down and really kind of spell out the vision for the next couple years, you know, and how each person is going to play a part in that.
Cory, you know, up here we got to talk about your clothing line options, and I think that's huge. And we're excited to walk with you down that road. Tommy getting up to come with you on the mountain was huge, and and sleigh, I can't wait to see the official sleigh winch, you know, in the marketplace. Jimmy, you and I have been together for like
Too long?
yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
at times.
Long time.
No,
Long time.
a long time, and to see the fire that you have competing again is really it excites me a lot.
I'm like really stoked for Dan and everything, like all his, how he went from just like himself managing a couple people, now he's managing like, you know, like a lot of big dudes in like all action sports. And
You're my buddy. It's fun for me to be with you and watch you progress and watch you think outside the box. I'm gonna have your back for a long time, and
I don't know, it's rad. I'm really psyched for him.
and we're gonna do some crazy things. We've already done some crazy things, and I'm just really stoked that you're part of this. I want to talk about Greg and Johnny also, and I know they're not here, but they're part of this crew also. And Greg, we've got to watch him come from just a situation where he was basically down in the dumps and see his whole career get turned around. I think that's super huge. And then I also want to acknowledge Johnny. He's famous for finding the perfect line when he's racing down in Mexico, and I think in him, in this business, he is finding the perfect line in some really, confusing waters.
It's amazing, like just the talent represented here and the two that aren't here. I know that there are probably agents out there who would kill for that kind of lineup.
We have a good team here, and I think that it's important that you guys know, as we go into this next year, our goal is not to expand and have more riders. Our goal is to focus on the riders that we have.
The words that he spoke were just very encouraging to me. Just hearing that from him and hearing his passions and his desires for Icon 1, I knew that last night I was definitely in the right place. They really want to help us, prepare and help us just pursue our dreams.
Our objective is to see your dreams realized beyond anything they've ever been, realized before. Well, I want to put together one more toast, and this is to realizing your dreams.
Excellent.
And that's what we're all about, is making you guys, giving you guys the tools to realize your dreams.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, you guys. I'm excited to see what happens in the future.
Ain't it funny how it goes like that?
Couple of hometown underground veterans born on the siege with the belief nothing is better than.
Well, it has been an incredible year for me. My business vision has become a reality. Looking back at what we've overcome this year, I couldn't have dreamed it. You couldn't go to school to learn the stuff that we've learned. It has just been incredible.
Dan's got vision. And I'm that person who implements that vision.
How's it going on the backflip?
Then he brought up the backflip and stuff, and I mean, you know how I feel like I'm scared about it.
$1,000 cash.
First person between me and Kyle to land it and right away.
I offered Jimmy some money to do the flip, and that money's still sitting in my pocket.
How's Kyle, dude?
I saw the crash, and then he kind of went behind a hill, and then he didn't get up for a minute. They went to the urgent care to check him out or something.
There's a lot on the line, and in a major injury like what this could be, I mean, it could be fatal to this company.
They stay up till wee hours in the morning, and then they complain about oh, I gotta get up at 8 a.m.
ASR, Action Sports Retailer Trade Show. I'm bringing Josh Slay to lunch today.
When Dan first started talking to me about what Josh does and his sleigh winch, I just didn't understand the concept. I didn't understand it. I guess I wasn't thinking as far outside the box as Dan was. The underlying theme and the things that they all have in common is that they're all the best in what they do.
Since I met these guys, my career has gotten has taken a whole nother step from where it used to be.
That's good. That's awesome to hear.
You get a chance to look over the contract?
If you guys are down, I'm down.
Sweet.
Welcome to the team.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, cheers, you guys.
Yeah, cheers.
To new friendship.
I wanna be different, just like everybody else.
It's really hard to get the whole team all in one spot, so anytime that we do that, it's a good
I wanna
time.
be different, just like everybody else.
I feel like Pennsylvania has tabled you off as far as what it can offer you year-round for training.
You want to move out here? Or?
Yeah, I do. Honestly, riding here today is the most fun I've had in a long time.
It's amazing to me how his popularity is starting to explode.
Hey man, is Stephen Baldwin around? Is this?
Who's calling?
Hey man, this is Mike Slade calling from 2nd Baptist Church up here in Chickasha, Oklahoma. How you doing, man? Hey, we're trying to do a little youth rally event over here in Chickasha.
And I started to get to know the athletes really well because I kind of related to them growing up being an action sports athlete myself. These guys had a lot more potential than they were going to really get to experience. All they needed was someone to manage them a little bit. The way we approach it is we approach it like a family. We want to care for our guys. We want to care for them beyond their careers, beyond their action sports careers. We want to see them transition into new careers. With that comes If you're gonna care about someone that much, you can't care about everyone. There's fear for these guys. So for them to succeed on that day, they're going to have to be able to not let that fear dictate them. They're gonna have to be able to put it away, engage that, clutch that only they have, that the rest of the world doesn't have. It can be gut-wrenching from an agent's perspective. You're worried for them, but you can't show them fear. They don't need your fear. They need your confidence.
All the ones you try to love and never learn.
Okay, Miley, this party's in 3 weeks, and I need your guest list as to be a priority, like top priority for you and Dan. I mean, you want this to look good for you and Icon One.
Right.
This is what's representing your guys' management company.
Icon One launch party, it's a big day.
Are there any athletes back here? Anyone? No? Woo! Sexy! Your wife is far too hot for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's do it.
Need to make this happen in the next 30 minutes. I'm very schedule oriented. Between this hour and this hour, let's do this.
No blinking.
We need to get our priorities together. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I need you to do. Be a thorn in my side about it.
Oh, thank you.
You know Greg, right?
Of course, dude. What's up, brother? Hey.
Malcolm is a great guy, super funny guy, and he's going to talk to us about Alpine Stars.
You represent what Alpine Stars is about, which is professionalism, dedication, and hard work. You got my contact information here. I'll give you a card. And let's link up. We just need to talk about going forward. And obviously, I want to kind of see your goals.
Just do it right here and put it so the winch goes up against one of those posts.
A couple reasons why Dan and I decided to come up here to Mammoth was to get all the athletes together and to really bond.
The sleigh winch in the snow yesterday was pretty sweet.
Seeing how effective this winch is in the snow makes me think Tommy could really launch this thing.
This little girl that her family got back from the desert, and she was in one of those rhino things we were driving.
Oh, right.
And something happened, and she ran in the back of a truck, and she didn't have oxygen for a half hour. I read that article, and then it was her favorite things are the color pink and the motocross dude Kyle Loza. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so me and my sister went over to her house and just took him a bunch of stuff, and it kind of made me realize how much of an impact I have on younger kids and stuff.
For Kyle Loza to come out, win the X Games, 1 year before, we were sitting next to each other watching Travis win the X Games and just talking about, hey, we can do this. To come back and do it, to win, to dominate, to win by such a huge point spread. I mean, Kyle was the youngest rider at the X Games this year, and he won the gold. And the truth is, he can win more. Being with Greg Hartman in Dubai was amazing. You know, it's because I know how good he is. When he went to Dubai and won the gold medal, beat everybody there, man, he was on top of the world. And for me as an agent, when I see my athletes in those moments, I live for that.
Never know my tears. Words will often change. What I said remains. It's fun inside my head a while, and it sounded all the same. Never thought I'd see myself this way. Running out of words.
The truth is, with Jimmy, he has some incredible things going with his event business, and to see some of the contracts that he's starting to get for demonstrations and event production, you know, that really makes me happy. I know that's where his future is ultimately.
And maybe I'm still gonna pay. Finding a way to make all of you honest. Look at the liar with the prima donna. We're finding if we're really ready to own it today.
Josh Slay, such a multi-sport athlete, and you know, he's just a creative force in action sports. He's going to continue to push the generation that follows him, and so I really am looking forward to mentoring him through that process. Tommy Czeschin is an Olympian. He's a champion. He's an incredible competitor. So just an incredible competitive drive. He's had such an amazing year. Cory Coffey, as she looks into the next stage of her career, it's design, and she's so fashion forward, and she's such a beautiful girl that she just, you know, fits that world perfectly. We're gonna do big things with Miss Cory Coffey.
Don't back down, little girl, 'cause you're gonna be alright. Step on out, it's a wide, wide world, and you're gonna be alright. Just start, you'll do fine, and you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright.
Johnny Campbell. We've been working on his movie. It's a documentary of his life. It's really exposed to me what Johnny's like and what he's been like, because our relationship is only a few years old. And now I feel like I've known him for 15 years because I've got to see intimately the struggles and the accomplishments that he's been through.
Thinking not to think of all the things I'd seen.
I often get asked, what is the future for Icon One Agency? For me, that future is completely action sports. Now I'm looking forward, you know, what's next year gonna hold? New riders, yeah. New challenges, yeah. New accomplishments, absolutely. Are we ready to meet those challenges? Yeah. And did this year, you know, launch us, you know, into that? Absolutely. This kind of success, you know, you gotta take that and go, okay, what can we do with something like this? Or if we can do this, you know, maybe there really is no limits. I'm ready for the next level. So me and my team, we're going after it, and I can't wait to see what it is. I'm Dan McGranahan, CEO of Icon One Agency. This is my world. This is my industry.